Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Mohammad Ismail. I am a first year student in the Bachelor's of Engineering in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore. My USN number is 1V23CD030 and my section is Ferrari. I am currently studying second sem, and today's subject is Introduction to Mechanical Engineering, and today's topic is working of four-stroke diesel and petrol engines. First, we discuss about four-stroke diesel engine. Let me see the contents. Introduction, history, working of four-stroke diesel engine, diagram, basic component used, advantages, disadvantages, conclusion. Next, we will move on to brief introduction. A diesel engine is an internal combustion engine. It converts gasoline into motion. It is the most common car engine type. It is relevantly efficient. It is relevantly inexpensive. The engine works on the principle of diesel cycle. Next, history. Rodolph Christian called diesel. March 18, 1958, September 29, 1913 was a German inventor and mechanical engineer, famous for the invention for the four-stroke diesel engine. Let me see the working of four-stroke diesel engine. First, we discuss about suction stroke, compression stroke, expansion stroke, and exhaust stroke. First, intake stroke. It is also called as section stroke. In section stroke, piston start at top dead center, which we call TDC of the cylinder, and move to the bottom dead center, BDC. Outlet valve will be closed and inlet valve will be open to allow the fresh charge of mixture of fuel and air into the cylinder. Next, compression stroke. In compression stroke, once piston reach BDC and move back to TDC, inlet valve will be closed. As the piston moves towards TDC, it compresses air inside the cylinder and compressed takes place, hence it is called compression stroke. Next, power stroke. In power stroke, both the valves are closed. When piston reaches top of its stroke, the fuel is sparkled by the fuel injector and the fuel mixture is ignited due to the high temperature and pressure generated inside the cylinder and pushes down the piston to BDC. Hence, it is known as a power or expansion stroke. The power generated in this stroke is the flywheel for the further in the other stroke. Next, we will move on to exhaust stroke. In this stroke, exhaust valve is opened when piston reaches to BDC and moves to upward. Piston pushes out the burnt gases to the atmosphere through the exhaust valve, hence called exhaust stroke, and the engine is ready to begin the cycle. Next, we will see the PV graph of the diesel engine. Here you can observe the PV graph of diesel engine. Next, basic components used. It consists of in four-stroke diesel engine. It consists of engine blocks, crankshaft, camshaft, cylinder head, piston, and many more like piston ring, etc. Let me see the advantages of four-stroke diesel engine. First, it is more efficient and it is more reliable and more durable. Release less amount of harmful fumes, means it produces less pollution. Easy turbocharged, produce minimal carbon monoxide, can easily accept synthetic fuels, and there is no harmful emission. Next, we will move on to disadvantages of four-stroke diesel engine. It is more expensive. Occasionally, serving can be more costly. Parts tends to be more expensive. The cost of diesel at the pump is higher. Contribute to greenhouse effect. Generally, more noise. Let's conclude. Diesel engine relies upon compression ignition. Compression ratio lies between 16:1 and 25:1. Temperature increased to 700 degrees Celsius to 900 degrees Celsius. Piston approaches TDC, fuel is injected. Ignition instantly occurs, causing a rapid increase in cylinder temperature and pressure. Piston is driven downward with a great force, pushing on the connecting rod and turning the crankshaft. Exhaust gas are expelled then. Next we will discuss about four-stroke petrol engine. Introduction of four-stroke engine. An engine is a motor which converts chemical energy into mechanical energy. Fuel petrol engine. A petrol engine, known as a gasoline engine in North America, is an internal combustion engine with spark ignition, designed to run on petrol, gasoline and similar volatile fuels. Next, four-stroke engine. A four-stroke engine, also known as four-cycle, is an internal combustion engine in which the piston completes four separate strokes, which comprises single thermodynamic cycle. A stroke refers to the travel of the piston along the cylinder in either direction. Next, four-stroke engine. Four-stroke engine cycle engine is working at complete four-stroke of a piston of two revolution of a crankshaft. It is called as four-stroke engine. It is two types of valves is presented. These are inlet valves and exhaust valves. Four-stroke petrol engines working at the four type of stroke: suction stroke, compression stroke, power stroke, and exhaust stroke. Same as a diesel engine. Otto cycle. In 1862, a German engineer Nicholas Augustus Otto begins experimenting with different kinds of engine. His first experiment was conducted on a four-stroke engine. 10 years later, he introduced to the world the Otto engine. The four-stroke engine consists of a four-stroke cycle, better known as the Otto cycle. Next, Otto cycle process. Each movement of the cylinder up or down the cylinder in one stroke of the four-stroke combustion cycle or Otto cycle. The four-stroke cycle consists of induction stroke, means suction stroke or inlet stroke, compression stroke, ignition stroke or power stroke, or and exhaust stroke. A single cycle requires two revolutions of a crankshaft to complete the process. Next, suction stroke. During the suction stroke, the piston moves downward by the engine crankshaft, either by the momentum of flywheel and or the electric motor or the starter motor. During the stroke, piston moves downward and creates a vacuum inside the combustion chamber. Inlet valves open during the stroke, allowing the air-fuel mixture to enter the combustion chamber. Here the fuel is the petrol mixed with the air broken up it, the mist and partially vaporized in a carburetor. Next, compression stroke. Compression stroke. During the stroke, piston moves upward and the compress the charge. The heat produced by the compression makes more homogeneous mixture of air and petrol inside the cylinder. This heat makes it easier to burn. During this stroke, both valves remains closed. Next, power or exhaust stroke. During this stroke, the mixture of under compression is ignited by the spark that is produced by the spark plug. The expansion of a gas due to the heat of combustion creates a pressure on the piston and the cylinder valves. During this stroke, piston moves downward. Both valves remains closed during the stroke. Next, exhaust stroke. During this stroke, the inlet valves remains closed and exhaust valves remains open. During this stroke, piston moves upward and pushes the burnt gases out through the exhaust valves. Only a small amount of exhaust gas remains in the clearance, presence which gets diluted with the fresh incoming charges during a next section stroke. In this type of engine, four stroke of pistons are required to complete the cycle. First stroke makes two revolutions of a crankshaft. Each alternative revolution of a crankshaft has one power stroke. A power stroke consists of above mentioned cycle. Here is a PV diagram. Thank you for watching the videos. If you want more about a petrol engine, please comment in. Thank you. Bye bye.